Greetings, dear listener. Today I'm going to share a poignant story, a tale of liberation from the life of Jesus Christ, inspired by the verse from the book of Isaiah 14:2. The sun was setting over the hills of Jerusalem as Jesus casually walked through the busy streets. He reached a bustling market known for its lively energy but notorious for the stronghold of wealthy taskmasters exploiting the weak and impoverished. In the crowd, Jesus noticed a young man, Jacob, thin, with sunken eyes, but carrying a bundle of wood far too heavy for his frail frame. Jacob was a servant, bound by the fictitious debts his father had left him, working for Uriah, a wealthy merchant known for his cruel demeanor. Jesus, guided by divine wisdom and compassion, approached the weary Jacob. "Why do you toil so under such a heavy burden?" Jesus asked. Jacob gave a tired smile and spoke of his oppressive servitude to Uriah. He did not complain or demand justice, rather he accepted his plight as his destiny. Jesus, with profound sadness and righteous anger in his heart, decided to address this injustice. The next morning, under the clear and bright Jerusalem sky, he walked over to Uriah's house. Uriah, not recognizing this ordinary-looking man, gave a dismissive glance. Jesus, with a calm and authoritative voice, commanded Uriah to release Jacob from his unfounded bondage. Uriah erupted into laughter, ridiculing Jesus' demand, but Jesus stood undeterred, his eyes a storm of quiet rage, and his voice thundering the divine judgment with the words of Isaiah 14:2. "The house of Israel will possess them in Yahweh's land for servants and for handmaids. They will take as captives those whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." Suddenly, Uriah's laughter was cut short by a trembling fear. In the presence of this powerful spirit, his arrogance seemed to fade into cowardice. With his conscience unmasked, he felt a profound guilt. The following day, Uriah, to everyone's astonishment, released Jacob from his enslavement and gave him his freedom. News of the liberation spread through the town, stirring wonder and awe among people. The story of Uriah's transformation became a beacon for other miscreants, encouraging them to reevaluate their own actions. Over time, the wave of change swept over the entirety of Jerusalem. Those oppressed became liberators and leaders. The unjustly captive were made free, and those who were once bereft of hope now held their heads high with dignity and self-worth. In conclusion, dear listener, this is not just an ancient story from biblical times, but it speaks to us today, highlighting the transformative power of justice and human dignity. In our own ways, we can be little Christs, championing the rights of the oppressed, the downtrodden, or anyone in need. We can take inspiration from Jesus' teaching, reminding us that no matter how unjust a situation might seem, liberation comes to those who don't lose faith, and those who were once oppressors can change their ways. Remember, they will take as captives those whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Isaiah 14:2.